What's going on, everybody? Cigar Titan here once again with my good friend Brotha Stogie. Say hello to the people.
What up, Cigar fam? The Cigar Titans are back with another on-location video just for you.
And today we are at the Havana Cigar Lounge here in Hesperia, California. Brotha Stogie, why don't you tell them what we got in store for them today?
Pretty much, we're just giving you another location where you can come and enjoy your stogies, and we're showing you just what they have to offer for our cigar community.
You ready to get started?
Wow.
What's going on, everybody? We're back here today with Bob Stein, owner-operator of the Havana Cigar Lounge here in Hesperia, California. One half of the owners here. He actually runs it here with his wife, Kelly. And we're here to talk to you a little bit about the Havana Cigar Lounge and what it is that you guys have to offer.
All right, well, what is it you want to know?
Well, first and foremost, I understand this is actually a relocation of a lounge that you guys used to have. It was in Apple Valley, correct?
Correct. Yeah, we were in Apple Valley for about 7 years, and then we moved over here just about a year ago, in June of last year.
Okay.
So, yeah, we were getting a lot of requests to be closer to the freeway, and so we decided to move.
Okay.
And here we are, doing great. Loving it better over here than over there.
Yeah. So. How long have you guys been in this location now?
Moved in June last year, so a little bit over a year.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Yep, loving it over here. Much closer to the freeway. You don't have to drive 12 miles to get to our club anymore. We're literally less than a half a mile off the freeway. So.
Okay, and this is a members only establishment, as I understand it?
Yeah, it is a members only. There was a request from the city for us to be a members only. So for you to buy and go, the retail portion, there's no fee to be there. To have use of the lounge, there's a $5 trial membership for the day, or you can become a yearly member. Then you can become a member with a locker as well.
Okay.
So, yeah,
very nice.
In and have a blast. Sit down and relax. Very cool.
Well, you know, to our cigar family, we all know that when you come to Cigar Lounge, what do? You smoke stogies. What is the experience outside of smoking cigars that the Havana Lounge offers to the cigar family?
Outside of the cigars, obviously we have the big screen TVs. We do a lot of events here as well. We're closed on Sundays and Mondays, and so we rent out for private parties, bachelor parties, Christmas parties, all that stuff on Fridays and Saturdays. If you're a member, you pay to be here, and so I can't ask you not to come in on a day that we're normally open. So we limit that to Sundays and Mondays. So periodically we do a lot of law enforcement type of events here for fundraisers.
Right.
Do a lot of stuff with Oak Hills Brewery, which is right down. You can go and get yourself a beer and come on in and sit and enjoy and have a cigar.
Brewery.
Very nice brewery. Great people down there too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so yeah, we do a lot of that. They do a lot of like taco trucks, and they have fries galore, which is everybody loves fries galore. They come out and park out front, and you can order your food and come on in and sit and relax.
Okay, cool. Tell us a little bit about the events that you guys operate or you guys have here at the Havana Cigar Lounge.
I'm sure you're familiar with most of the traditional events that go on where we have the manufacturers come in and talk about their cigars, smoke one of their cigars while they explain to you how they came up with the blend, what the blend is, what they expected it to taste like, and and how it is to you. We also like to do some things that are a little bit outside of the box. For example, last week, last week, we had Havana Cigars come on in, and they did a blending class. So they brought all the individual leaves, and you got to taste each leaf and write down what you felt the strength was, what you thought what the notes were, And we did that with several different leaves. And then when it was all done, then you were tasting. So at one time you had 4 or 5 cigars in your mouth. And once you picked your blend, what you liked, it'd actually roll you a cigar that you blended right here for you. And we had dinner for everybody, and it was a great time had by all. We'd like to trying to do next time, they teach you how to roll your own cigar.
Oh, that'd be very cool.
Yeah, they bring in a cigar that's already been pressed, so it's got the binder and all that on it, and then teach you how to put your own wrapper on. And so you put your own wrapper on it, and it's your cigar. You made it.
All right, cool. Shout out to me, Havana Cigar Lounge in Pomona. We'll be seeing you shortly. So pretty much, we always talk about the first timers that come to cigar lounges. What is the experience that a first-time cigar smoker can experience when they come into the Havana Lounge?
Well, the first thing we do is you tell us that you're a first-time cigar smoker. You want to learn. If you're going to sit down here in the lounge, then either me or Kelly, my wife, or Bobby, our employee, will sit down with you and teach you how to cut it, how to light it, how to pick it out, kind of help you based on your palate. Will you tell us what you like to eat and drink to help pick out a cigar for you that will work. And then we'll sit down with you for a half hour, 45 minutes, teach you some etiquette, what to do, what not to do. Don't snuff out your cigars, let it go out. You know, just little things like that a first timer who has no clue. And our goal here is to create cigar smokers, not just a one time. So we're going to make it so that you come out of here thinking, go to any other cigar lounge and feel comfortable, not out of place.
Right.
So
when you and Kelly were thinking about opening up a cigar lounge, you know, what was the thought process behind that? Why a cigar lounge? Why not something else?
Honestly,
Lay it on me.
Honestly, me and several friends used to go to once a month, used to go to different cigar lounges. And we were so far up here in the desert, you know, on your way to Vegas, we just got tired of driving to a cigar lounge and places. And we always talked about, we wish there was a place closer. And so we decided to open one up closer, and we took everything from all the different cigar lounges that we had been to, things that we liked, things that we didn't like, and we smashed it all together, and here we are. We are the only, right now, 2019, the only cigar lounge from Ontario Mills to Las Vegas.
Wow. And we know the folks down in Ontario Mills too, so that's a nice little gap between.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful place too.
Oh, absolutely.
Beautiful place. Super nice guys down there too.
Yeah.
So I can't say that I've met really any cigar owners at any other cigar lounges and stuff that have not been really great, nice people. That's the thing I love about cigars. It doesn't matter if you're here at Havana or you're someplace else. Everybody is super friendly, and you can go in by yourself and you walk out with 3 friends that you meet at different cigar lounges and stuff like that. I have a couple of good friends of mine that live down the hill, and periodically every couple of months I'll drive down to the cigar lounge that they go to down there, and we all hang out, and all the guys down there, they know that I own a cigar lounge up here, and they treat me like I'm one of their own down there. So that's one of the great things, the camaraderie with the cigar.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. It's the community.
Absolutely. Love it. We got to all support each other. So I don't mind going down there and taking some of my group core members and go down to other lounges and support the people around us too. So
100%.
The best thing about the cigar community is that that's what this is. We build a community, and no matter what walk of life you come from, you can all come in here together, and you can talk and let out your stresses, let out whatever you're going throughout the day, and everyone can share the same stories or vent off of each other. What is your best part about the community feel about having a cigar lounge?
It's all the friends that you make. You know, that's, to me, it feels like home. I mean, our motto here is when you walk in the door, everybody will tell you welcome home, because you are home when you're here. And you know, fortunately, when you go to a lot of cigar lounges, you feel like that. You feel like it's an extension of you're going to your aunt's house, or you're going, might not be your house, but you're just as welcome there as you are anywhere else. You know, so that's what I love about cigar lounges, and to go to different ones. So that's one of my kicks. Whenever my wife and I go to places, we always find a cigar lounge to go to, and we always end up meeting people that we'll run into in other places, and you know, and relax with the cigar with them outside. I can't tell you how many people I've ran into at other cigar lounges that I've ran into in Vegas, just at a casino or someplace else, and you know, it's great.
How long have you been smoking cigars?
I've been smoking cigars for a little over 20 years.
So, this is a common question I like to ask everybody that we have on the show. Like, what got you into cigars? What was the thing that, you know, for you was that defining moment where you said, you know what, I'm a cigar smoker?
That's a good question. It was a hard time getting me to start because I was a cigarette smoker beforehand, and when I quit that, I said there's no way I'm going back to smoking anything because that was just too much of a nightmare for me to quit cigarettes. And I was with a group of guys that smoked periodically, and I was the only one that didn't smoke because I wasn't going to even give that a try. And just over time, I got wore down and tried it, and they assured me that I would never want cigarettes, and I didn't. And it just kind of snowballed for me, and then I think I realized after about a year of when now I'm smoking by myself and I'm going to lounges without them and I'm doing stuff like that, I was like, yeah, I'm hooked. I'm hooked. So now it's time to learn. Now it's time to not go into a cigar lounge and just sit and have a cigar. Now it's time to start talking to the owners. And like I said, most of the guys, they'll sit down with you and talk and teach me a little bit more about cigars and how they're blended and how they're made, and then you kind of get into some other stuff, and then you go and take a tobacconist class and you learn a little bit more, and then you know you meet some rollers and blenders as time goes by, and the next thing you know you're so far deep in it that you don't want to get out.
That's how it works.
That's how it works. So
is your wife a cigar smoker?
My wife does not smoke cigars.
Okay.
No, she doesn't.
She's the brains behind the business.
She is
then?
the brains. She does everything, and I do all the hard work of sitting around and talking to people and smoking cigars.
The sacrifices we make, right?
That is it. That is it. Whenever we get new cigars, obviously I smoke everything that comes in so I can talk to you more intelligently about it. When I'm done smoking a cigar, she always gives me like a 20-minute, well, what notes did you taste out of that? How was that? How did it burn? How, you know, asking me all the questions. And then it's funny because when people come in and ask about cigars, she can talk to them about it even though she hasn't smoked it, and just based on the information that I have given her. And at first I thought, yeah, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work. She's going to have to at least take a couple hits, right? And figure it out. And then over the years, I listened to her talk to customers and stuff, and she'll make recommendations. They'll come in, go, you know, this is what I usually smoke. What do you have that is similar to that? And 99% of the time, she's spot on. And I'm like, all right, that'll work. You know, in our old location, we had beer, and that's her thing. So she would talk to people all day long about beer and wine, and I would talk to people all day long about cigars.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know how she figures out what everything tastes like and stuff just based on what I tell her, but she's spot on 90% of the time.
Awesome.
All right. So we can see that right now, you're viewing this right now, you see just three of us sitting having this good conversation. But what now we want to know is what sets the Havana Lounge apart from the rest? Kind of like describe the ambiance to get our cigar fam right here.
All right. Well, this was my goal. Like I said, we kind of took some things that we liked from different cigar lounges and everything else. With the exception of probably one or two cigar lounges that I had been to before we started, I always felt like I walked into a store that had some chairs for you to sit down in and enjoy your cigar.
Right.
I didn't want that. I wanted you to walk into a place that immediately you felt relaxed. Immediately it was a lounge that happened to sell cigars as well. So I wanted it to go from a store that you can sit at to a lounge that you could buy cigars at as well. So everything that we took from that, we brought it in. So our whole goal here is that as soon as you walk in the door, you say, wow, and then you just sit down, relax, and just enjoy. So you don't feel like you're at a store here at all.
Right.
So that was most important to me. I just wanted you to come in and just, before you got 3 steps in the door, you were already starting the relaxation process.
Exactly.
You know, so that, and as soon as you walk in the door, you get our customary welcome home. So it just kind of adds to it as you come on in and sit down and enjoy. And that to me is the most important thing, is for everybody to come in and just relax.
Well, talk to me a little bit about what somebody would have to look forward to if they became a member here at the Havana Cigar Lounge.
What they would look forward to?
Yeah.
Well, one is that our trial membership is $5 a day. So
Okay.
how we figured it out at the beginning is that if you're here once a week, which most people are here 2 or 3 times a week at a minimum, if you were only here once a week, at the end of the year, you would have given us $260 in your $5 trial membership fees. So the yearly membership, to eliminate all of that, is $250.
Okay.
So it's $250 to become a yearly member. With that, you get percentage off of everything you buy. And the thing that most of the guys like the most is everything goes to our members first. Like, for example, when I talked about the blending class that we just did, that went to our members. A week, those spots were limited because you can only roll so many cigars in a day and teach everybody everything about it. So that went to our members. And then after a week went by, then it went out to the general public through our Facebook and through our Instagram and all that. So, and also when cigar manufacturers want to come in and take up some of our humidor space and us to sell their cigars, they have to give them to our members first. All of our members smoke them, give me the feedback after they leave, because everybody's gonna tell them they have the greatest cigars that they've ever smoked when they're standing there. But based on their feedback is what we bring in, and we're here.
Smart.
So it's not just get a percentage off of whatever you buy, but everything here is centered around our members.
Yeah.
So you're more of a part of the business than anything else. And then of course we have lockers that you can, for an additional $150 a year, you can rent your locker, and in that you can put your cigars in that you get from us. We keep them all humidified for you. We make sure that they're tested. We go through and put hygrometers in all of them, make sure everything is good to go. Make sure your cigars are good that when they're in there. And most guys just stash their alcohol in there too. So it's all there. We don't sell alcohol here, but because we're a members only club, you're allowed to bring in your own. Whatever you want to bring in, beer, wine, your whiskey, your cognac, whatever you want to bring in, just bring it in.
Right.
Sit down and relax and enjoy.
I love having a good drink with a cigar, that's for sure.
Cheers.
Absolutely. Yeah, here, I'll drink to that.
So I know you heard us earlier. We said we are in Hesperia. But for those of you who already are thinking about coming down here, because I'm already here and I already want to come back, let us know where this location is at.
We are right where the 15 and the 395 split. So if you're coming the 15 from Ontario, LA, so from the 60 or the 10, and you're coming up the 15 on the way to Vegas, right when you hit the 395, you're going to get up on the 395, 2nd Street, make a right, and we're right there. If you're coming the other way from Vegas, you would exit Main Street, make a right, 1st Street, make a left, and we're right there. So right where the 15 and 395 split.
So you hear that? So all you Vegas trippers, pissed out to, pissed out from. Got it?
Right.
All right.
Because when you're heading back and you're stuck in traffic, if you get off the freeway and you come visit us for a couple hours, you're going to be home the same time as if you sat in traffic.
You're thirsty, it's too hot, come on down to the Van Lounge, you'll be taken care of.
So now, as I understand it too, this isn't your only location. You have a sister location, correct?
We do have a sister location. It's in Ridgecrest.
Okay.
It's called Vintage Havana Cigars. The guy down there, Chris, super nice place, super nice guy. It's our sister location because we help him out as much as we can, and we help to get it going and started, and we did a lot of our ordering together for him down there. But he's pretty much on his own now. He's pretty much came in the last year or so. He's got it all down and he no longer needs our help, so he's running it on his own.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's super nice guy down there too. Ridgecrest is a long way out there, but
It
if
is,
you're on
it
your
is.
way out to
But I've been out to Ridgecrest, and trust me, like that's a place where you want somewhere to go. Like,
yeah, no, absolutely. Especially if you're going to like Reno or you're going to Mammoth,
Yep,
or
100%.
they're right off the 395. So great place to stop and get a nice relaxation
Yeah.
in, and get out of the car for a few minutes, stretch your legs.
Yep.
So as cigar smokers in the cigar community, we always love variety. Can you tell us a little bit about the variety in your humidor?
We have about 250 different blends. So, and just giving it a quick glance, I believe it is about 30 different manufacturers. So you should be able to find just about whatever you want here. Our humidor is, like I was telling you with our members, this is stocked from not only from our members, but from what most people come in and ask for. So, you know, we bring stuff in. If it doesn't sell, it goes away, just like every other cigar lounge. You know, that's just business. But everything here is based on what it started off as what our members want.
Okay.
So when we first opened, it was okay. These are good cigars that you see in most cigar lounges, and we filled up our humidors with that. And then with our members, hey, can you carry this? Can you carry that? Can you carry this? So gradually, it kind of morphed into what we have now. You know, it's 18 and a half feet long in our humidors. As you see, I know you can't see because it's behind you. They're cabinets instead of a walk-in humidor. And we did that because we want you to be able to walk back and forth and look at everything that's there and not have to have an employee looking over your shoulder, you know, and you feeling like, oh, what's going on? You know, does he think I'm stealing or, you know, stuff like that. That just detracts from your relaxation. So we decided to do it this way, so you can walk up and down the humidor, look all day. You can be smoking in front of it, and it's that's why we did that, is so that you didn't feel like there's somebody hovering over your shoulder.
Yeah.
At any time you're like, hey, I need some help with this, or you have a question, we'll be all over it. So, but yeah, that's why you don't feel like somebody's hovering over you. So it also gets a thing. I'm not a big like upsell guy. So if you're walking through my humidors, I don't want you to feel like I'm there trying to push you into buying a certain cigar or something like that. It's just go, and there they all are, and enjoy. And we're not going to be hovering.
Right.
So the ones you feel like you're at a car sales and you're trying to hide under a tree. And how far can I get on this lot without somebody coming up and asking me questions?
Right. So what's next for the Havana Cigar Lounge? Where do you guys see yourself going in the next 5, maybe 10 years?
Do you ask me, or are you asking Kelly?
Well, I'd love to hear
Kelly.
I would love to put another Havana in Lake Havasu. That's kind of my goal, is to go over to Lake Havasu. We spent a lot of time there. To me, they need a lounge like this there.
Absolutely.
Kelly, because she does all of the books and all the business and all that stuff, she just looks at it as twice as much work.
Okay.
I think it's perfectly fine. I got no problem with 2 places to go and sit and smoke and talk to people all day. So, but yeah, that's next in line as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. Well, Bob, thanks so much for having us in here today. We really appreciate you giving us kind of a full tour of the Havana Cigar Lounge. We want to thank you, your wife Kelly, Bobby. Thank you very much for helping us get everything set up today. Always greatly appreciate it.
And awesome customer service.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys coming in.
Yeah.
I had a great time.
So did we.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Well, if you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. If you are new to the Cigar Titans channel, go and hit that subscribe button. Go and hit that bell button so you get a new notification every time we post a new video. We got the environment, we got the community, and we got the family. Until next time, smoke how you live how you smoke, and that's smooth, baby.
Take care, everybody.